Bless up, bless up, bless all the way up. It's your boy Change Agent Cooper. Make sure you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell for notifications so you can be alerted when this content is coming out. I got a lot to say and I'm gonna say it. I got a lot of experience, strength, and hope, and I'm gonna share it. For me not to, that would be blasphemy. I want to give y'all the game real quick about what transpired back in 2019. So some of y'all seeing starting to pop now. Operation Gateway is ramping up. People starting to see what's going on. You know, people can't run from the results no more from the reentry work that I've been doing, or any other work I've been doing. Glory be to God. You know, even when people don't like me, maybe they were racist, maybe they were classist, maybe they just was like people that thought they was, you know, could hold their nose up at me because I'm formerly incarcerated or whatever. You can't run from the results no more, you dig? And so I want to give y'all the game just so you know, like, ain't nothing poverty pimping coming from this side of the street, you dig? Because like right now, being in the nonprofit space, you know, I'm starting to see how the game go and how people be having these backdoor deals, backbiting and all that stuff like that. And I'm trying my best to stay far away from it. I'm also not going to give y'all too much room to make assumptions. You see what I'm saying? Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm transparent. I'm going to be transparent to the point that you know what's going on with me. Check it out. You dig? And then when you look at fundraising and all that stuff, it's public record. So you're going to be able to see where the funding come from. Anyway, can I get an amen? And so let me take it back a little bit just to show y'all. And it ain't all about money with your boy. You heard? The passion, the ministry, the commitment, the persistence, the tenacity, the fervor, the honor, the integrity, the fidelity, the reentry. Let's go. You heard? Like your boy been committed to reentry since October 2017, officially when I had a job to where I could have some flexibility to make things happen. In 2018, people couldn't run from the results. Whenever that grant got ready to end, we ended up getting a grant with Appalachian Regional Commission. Shout out to them. And the great Shelly White at AB Tech, when I was working there, she gave me the flexibility to do what I needed to do, and she stayed on me from the mentorship perspective on the sustainability. You see, like she gave me the flexibility, but she made sure I stayed focused on sustainability. And with that being said, I had the flexibility to answer the call of the reentry space. So I was fully committed to this innovation. Yeah, I was fully committed to this innovation that was happening by way of some funds that came from the Appalachian Regional Commission, and I was able to get some work done in the reentry space. Started developing partnerships with employers that people said they ain't gonna hire nobody with no felony. Yeah, whatever. I was able to get relationships established with employers who was willing to hire them. And so in 2019, what happened? Now I'm talking about why it ain't all about money. Follow me now. It ain't all about money with me. Because I'm telling you, in 2019, I had somebody come see me at my office. They said, hey man, I want to meet with you. They said, I want to meet with you, man. Got something important to talk to you about. I had no clue what it was about. Because me and this individual, we cool, but it ain't somebody I talk to on a regular. So when he reached out to me and he was wanting to meet to talk about something important, I was like, what is this about? So when we meet, he came at me with a job. Woo, wait. At the time, it was $25,000 more than what I was making working at the college. You hear me? $25,000 more than I was making at the college. And you know, I'm knee deep in this work with the trying to build reentry and workforce development for people with substance use disorder that I was serving at AB Tech at the time with the ARC grant that I had at the time. You know what I'm saying? And when he came to my office and he broke it down for me, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because here I go, second chance, you know, formerly incarcerated, still trying to figure out what I was going to do with my career, because I took a pause from college to bury my mama in 2018. You dig? I took a pause from Western. And so I was in this grant funded position. I ain't really know much about grant funded positions. And here comes somebody with a job opportunity for me. Went from being neglected to sought after. Woo! Wait! Went from being neglected, being, you know what I'm saying, looked over, unappreciated, devalued, to people sought after. And the salary was $25,000 more than I was making. Good gracious. So I'm hit. And it was a marketing position. Just to be clear, it's a marketing position in the behavioral health space. You know, it was something that I'm pretty sure I could have thrived at. I prayed about it, talked to my wife, and we was excited because it felt good, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Once you turn your life around and commit to the recovery process, doing the next right thing, man, God will keep blowing your mind. You will have some hurdles on the track. There will be some friction along the earth flight. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna see God blow your mind. And so, like, me and wifey, we talked about it, prayed about it, and I told her, like, I remember when I made the decision, I was like, babe, at first I was like, I'm gonna ask them if they'll give me more than that, because I knew it was gonna be a sacrifice for me to let that work go that I had been working on, because it was an innovation, and I was finally able to do the reentry that I wanted to do. And so I talked to her, I was like, babe, it's gonna be hard for me to let this go. This, that, the third, woo, woo, woo. So she said, yeah, babe, pray about it, this, that, the third. So praying about it, and I go back to my guy, and I say, look, I say, can you give me, you know, $5 more $1,000 a year? Like, at this point in time, it wasn't that I was trying them, but I was just trying to see, because I'm like, oh, let's see what they talking about then. I started to feel like LeBron James or something. They say, yeah, we can do that. He checked, and then he said we could do that. How soon would you be able to start? I was like, oh, snap. I said, I don't know. Let me pray about it. I remember going through the interview process and everything. So what ends up happening was I thought about it, and I was like, I can't let this work go that I've innovated, because I knew at this time I was feeling a gap in the reentry space that wasn't nobody else feeling. You know, had started the program up. We had been giving out cell phones since 2018, and wasn't nobody else doing it at the time. Just to be clear, there was no other, you know, behavioral health programs around in the area that was giving out cell phones and welcome home boxes and stuff like that. No. We was the first. And I'm glad everybody else is doing it now, because that is a major resource that people need. But wasn't nobody else doing it at the time. Shout out to my man Chuck Manning, who gave me the game when he was working for the city of Durham with the I-Team. They got funded by Bloomberg Philanthropy or something like that. And I got connected with Chuck Manning by way of Paulina. Shout out to Paulina. When she was working in the equity office, she had met him at some conference and said, you need to meet Chuck, connected us. But Chuck gave me the game instantly, and I brought it back to Asheville. And but anyway, I was just knee deep into the work like that, man. And I could have left that position at the time. I could have totally left the position at the college at the time. But I started thinking about it like, you know, I done started all this work up, and I'm doing what I really love to do. You know, it really ain't all about the money. And now is the time for me to really roll out this reentry piece. We starting to get more workforce development focus on substance use disorder at the time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ARC. And I ended up declining the offer. And when I declined the offer, I was like, I can't do it, but I got the perfect person for you. I got the perfect person for you that has an amazing personality. He's handsome. He loves recovery. He's he's from the area. He's articulate. You know, he's got swag across cultures. You know, and he's a walking, talking recovery machine. I got somebody who could do that job. And so I reach out to the person, and he had to pray about. He didn't want to take the daggone job at first. It's funny. If any of y'all want details, it's from Asheville. It ain't hard to get it, man, because it's an amazing relationship that me and this individual have right now. But you know, I turned that job down, y'all, and it was paying more than what I was making. It was gonna pay me $30,000 more than what I was making. Do y'all hear me? I turned that down, and so now it's my, you know, I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. And I'm the reentry work is still happening. You know, when it's starting, you know, Operation Gateway has been created, 501c3. You can check us out at www.operationgateway.org. You know, and we seeking grants, and it's gonna happen. Because you can't run from the results. You know what I'm saying? You can't run from the results. And so I did this video right here because I want y'all to know, man, blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. You heard? It ain't been just grant chasing for your homie. You feel me? It ain't been that. It ain't been that, you did. It's been blood, sweat, and tears, and sacrifice. Sleepless nights. Speaking at funerals. Yeah. Showing up at career expos, begging and pleading. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing time from my family to build relationships for the people. So when these backbiting and backdoor deals be being done, I deserve to be upset. And if you don't understand, you a op. And if you a op, say so. Be loud about it. Because I'm here for the ride for the people. I am for second chances. Before it was about a paycheck. You heard? Yeah, that part. And it ain't no buddy system with me. We trying to fight for second chances for all justice-involved people so they can stay home and be free, be with their families, participate in the economic mainstream, raise their kids. You heard? I know what it feels like to have a second chance. And I also have optimized on my second chance, and that's why I'm so optimistic about other people, and that's why I continue to fight for the people, power to the people, because the people are the power. And I gave y'all this was a little bit longer than what I expected. I just wanted y'all to know, man, it's been a sacrifice. So when y'all see this funding starting to roll in, because it's coming. Oh, it's coming now. I done put my sweat equity in. Y'all just remember, it wasn't no easy walk in the park. When you see me at my height, don't think that it wasn't a climb. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. What I survived would have killed many people. That part. Lived experience matters. My name is Change Agent Cooper. I'm not the answer, but I'm for daggone sure the alternative. Bless up.